Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central, and ASHE has just hit the PTR. I wanted to make this as kind of an announcement video that she is live on the PTR now, and on top of that there's a few things around that I want to mention. First off, the character is just not for everyone. It's a pretty difficult to play character overall. It's a pretty high skill ceiling hero and it's just a very cool hero to have in the game, but just like with most Overwatch heroes when they're added to competitive, they perform very differently around the start. The one that probably performed the best right out of the box, so to say, is Moira for sure. She performed extremely well right as she was added, but compared to Moira, ASHE is extremely different. And if you look at, for example, Sombra instead, when she was added to competitive, she just did not do well at all for quite a while actually. So yeah, ASHE might not do great, might be really good, who knows, it's really hard to say. Maybe she will just be amazing in sort of GM level, but worse the sort of lower you go down on the skill rating sort of ladder. But yeah, either way, there are also some other things to note, such as this right here. Her ADS sort of bug right now, where the frame rate of the animation, so not the frame rate of your game, but for the animation, is locked to 60, is still in the game. So when you ADS on PC, if you're playing at 144 Hz or higher, or basically at a pretty high frame rate, you will potentially notice this lag still, as it is still in the game. I believe it's going to get patched out fairly soon, maybe even as early as Thursday. The build was apparently on the sort of PTR, or at least the developers have had the build for a while, but apparently it wasn't going to make it with this first initial ASHE build. I'm not sure if they somehow going to patch that in tonight as this video goes live, but I will let you know in the comments if this ADS bug is still in the game or not. But if you notice that on PC, that's why. At least they are working on it, they know about it. So yeah, might make the character feel a little bit off for some players for now. Other than that though, ASHE seems like a very promising hero. Personally, I'm obviously hoping for main tank to be the next character in the game, but it's a really cool hero to have in the game, so really interested in seeing how she will perform. We'll definitely keep an eye on Overbuff and other stats sites for that sort of stuff. But yeah, ASHE is playable now. You are going to be seeing her in your games. If somebody plays her, they are probably not throwing, they're probably just curious to see what the character is like, so try to be respectful and try to be nice to each other and try to just, you know, ask people to switch if things aren't working, and just don't be a dick about it, alright? We all know what competitive can be like, and whenever a new hero is added, we always get these weird periods of time where people just say that they're throwing if they pick the latest hero, yada yada. At the end of the day, it's only a game, right? Anyway, let's move on. I have another thing I want to mention real quick, and that actually has to do with a thing that Blizzard are putting on. It's an event, a sort of cosplay battle, I believe they're calling it. And it's kind of like a smaller, not really World Cup, but still kind of along the same sort of theme, where a few different nations are sort of battling it out for the best cosplay. They're basing the cosplays off of in-game skins in Overwatch, so they're not just doing kind of whatever they want, but they're basing it off of different skins. Right now it's in the cosplay crafting sort of in progress type of stage. Previously you could actually vote for your team's cosplay project, so kind of their project, their skin, whatever they were actually gonna try to make. And then next year you should keep an eye out for it, because you'll be able to vote for the community favorite. So yeah, if you want to check any of that stuff out, the link for that will be in the description. Just wanted to give a shout out to that since we haven't mentioned it anywhere on the channel. Other than that though, we're mostly expecting the developers to be keeping an eye on this build and keeping an eye on how ASHE is performing and how she's received. So a lot of the time we kind of say that the developers are either in sort of listening and feedback mode, or they're in sort of testing mode, I guess you could say. So for a couple of days here, it's probably going to be a very feedback heavy day. So if you have any feedback to the devs after ASHE is added to comp and how she plays and how she does there, then do make sure to communicate that properly on the forums and such. But yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I know I mentioned it a bunch, but we do have a keyboard giveaway together with HyperX that's still open. It's in the description. But that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want more Overwatch content. Take care, and until next time, see ya.